I will defend the Riddler until the day I die, because he is, when written well, he is basically just a complete and total narcissist. He is a sassafras. And
he is written well in this game.
Yeah, he is a sassafras to the max. That is what he is for. And unlike Joker, who sort of very, he's a comedian. He's really funny. Riddler's whole, look, that is how I feel when I get stronger. Rah. Riddler's whole deal is to prove that he's better than everybody else. He and Lex Luthor should hang out. Basically,
they do at some point.
They do.
So you really hate people smarter than you? I do, and you do too. I do.
And then they sort of side eye each other and realize that they screwed up. Oh wait, was that an open grate over there? Is that what you're supposed to do?
If I had the bat claw, I could get through here.
I'm
trying to find how we get into that room. I'm sorry about this, people. I'm partially using Lil's amazing knowledge of Batman to cover up the fact that I've forgotten how to do parts of this game.
It happens. I can babble to you guys about Babs real fast, because we've had Babs dropping in a couple times. That's Oracle. So the Gordon family in general are a really fun element to Batman in general. Jim Gordon is possibly my favorite character in all of DC.
I think you called him such earlier on.
Yeah, he is. I think Gary Oldman does such a good job with him in the Nolanverse, because there is this charm and this sweetness to Jim Gordon. Like the thing I love about and this takes us back to Marvel versus DC, is that DC superheroes are, and just heroes in general, are very, very optimistic. And they're optimistic in this incredibly dark, scary world. And the thing about Babs is that, much like her dad, who is, the one not corrupt cop in Gotham, and once you start to get into the Brubaker-Rucka Gotham Central, you start to really see a bunch of good cops who are, doing their best to be cops in Batman's Gotham. If you ever need to start with comics, start with Gotham Central. It is the most fun that you can have in a non-superhero comic. But Jim Gordon sort of single-handedly is trying to save the Gotham Police Department from themselves. And he never moves away. He never gives up. He lives in a little apartment in Gotham with his wife Barbara and their two children, narcissistically named Jim and Barbara.
You do.
I usually like to refer to Barbara Gordon as Babs Jr. because she is Babs Jr.
Mother of the year material there.
Yeah.
Dr. Penelope Young. Since joining our team,
it's Sharpie.
Arkham is now the forefront of research into understanding the human mind.
Good afternoon, Arkham.
Remind me to talk about Penelope Young.
How can such a complex entity be understood and eventually treated when it breaks? How indeed? Project Titan's goal is to create a test to fully grow our special cases in a safe, risk-free manner. Our goal is to cure the more unfortunate specimens, the weak, those not physically up to the challenge that our medical practices present. Project Titan will make us a world-class facility, an award-winning facility.
When you or someone you know is seriously distressed, there are few...
Okay, so I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but I'm going to say Project Titan is an important little detail to this game. And I'm not going to ask a little about it now, because that would indeed ruin the surprise.
Yes,
I try to make these as spoiler-free as possible.
I'll continue to talk about Babs then.
Yeah.
I do like that ArkhamCare.com/prices. You rarely realize that Arkham is technically also a for-profit facility.
Yeah. I wonder what the shareholders of the Arkham brand are like. Like, man, we have the Joker back in stock. Can we show him off like a zoo animal? Like, do you feel happy when you get a...
Well, I guess to be fair, it might be a nonprofit that just takes that people can be voluntarily committed. What?
The fuck?
Easy. Played you like a
Whoop.
violin and cut your strings. Nighty-night, bats.
Okay, so, little detail that hopefully you won't be seeing too much more of unless I intentionally let it happen. The Joker in this case will literally taunt you as the game goes, which I think is a pretty nice touch in my book.
Then I've been ordered to make sure you are taken out ASAP. Looks like you're a bargaining chip. Gotta tell you, the boss is all over this job. Planned like a military operation. Friends on the inside and out.
I am quite aware that this job, as you call it, requires friends. What
Don't
I
blow
wanna
it
know
yet.
is why you chose me.
I'll set it up
Did
still.
Joker specify me? Why don't you let me talk to him? I'm sure we can settle this.
Lady, if I have to tell you once more, I am going to hurt you. You understand? Shut the hell up. If the boss wants to talk to you, he'll talk to you. Till then, keep that trap of yours zipped.
Can I blow it?
Blow it.
What the hell?
No!
You're under attack! She's dead. Someone tell Joe.
Oh, right. I gotta set 2 sets of it up.
Easy. Played you like a violin and cut your strings. Nighty-night, bats.
I believe what he says in each of the fail screens changes as you go through the game,
It does.
right? Okay.
And other villains show up and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, because I love some of the weirder ones.
And there are some weirder ones.
You are taken out ASAP. Looks like you're a bargaining chip. Gotta tell you, the boss is all over this job. Planned like a military operation. Friends on the inside and out.
I am quite aware that this job, as you call it, requires friends. What I want to know is why you chose me. Did Joker specify me? Why don't you let me
I
talk to
think
him?
I
I'm sure we can
think
settle
it's talking again about having impressive villains, competent villains.
Miss Young.
What's going on?
Dr. Young.
Miss Young. I just saved her
Is it
life.
true the Joker escaped?
No one's a doctor after Batman saves you from death.
Not for long.
I'd been studying Joker's case for months when he broke out. The warden was very specific he wanted Joker cured.
Bad publicity will affect his campaign for mayor.
That'll be the least of it. God, I almost forgot. They said they were moving through the facility, hunting down the other doctors.
Don't worry, Doctor. I rescued you first, and now I'll search the other rooms. You wait here. It's dangerous out there. There
Doors
are
blocked.
still more medical staff that need my help.
Didn't I save them already? I feel like I did.
You saved some of them. We're still tracking tobacco. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, we talked about competent villains. Oh, Baps. So in Alan Moore's Killing Joke, Batman.
Led to debates about whether psychosis is in itself neurotoxic and whether potentially damaging changes to the brain are related to the length of psychotic episodes. Project Batman allows us to strengthen the individual's ability to cope with such changes. Early results were promising, but it was only after the arrival of patient X that
So,
our
Babs.
expectations were raised.
Babs. I'm just trying to let you guys get the atmospheric stuff that Penny's giving us.
We already came through here once. It's the same
Okay.
dialogue.
All have been enacted this opportunity.
We represent
Of course you found that one easy.
I've gotten more Riddler trophies by accident this time
Than you
than I did my
originally.
first playthrough.
That's always fun.
No.
No, it's not.
'Cause I said I wasn't doing Riddler trophies.
Ips.
times.
So the Killing Joke is basically the Joker story. It's the one that Heath Ledger pulled the most from for his Oscar-winning performance in Dark Knight. And it's basically a typical Joker story in that Joker kidnaps Commissioner Gordon. And you think he's about to kidnap Barbara Gordon, his daughter, who's also Batgirl.
But it's a trap.
I know. Just not for me.
It's true. You really are the world's greatest detective. How did you do that, Bats? Oh, what the hell? Get down there, boys. See if he can detect being punched in the face.
Now that you mention the rhythm thing, I just can't unsee it.
Oh no, it's
it's really impressive.
What are you waiting for? April Fool's
So Joker. Oh, see, that's another reference to Arkham Asylum, because Arkham Asylum takes place on April Fool's Day, and there's a really great moment where Joker tries to get Batman to come into the asylum quickly by threatening one of the doctors. And he says that he's going to carve up her face, and Batman, runs into the room, and then the woman's completely fine.
Think of this as a preview to the main event. You'll see.
And he just says, April Fools!
okay. I got a dumb point.
Relax.
I don't know what you do with that device, but that seems kind of what's the right word I'm looking for? Saw-esque for actual medical equipment.
I imagine it's probably just so that they can give medical injections, because I imagine with somebody like Joker even, who probably resists a lot, it's better to not do orderlies and have them dealing with him punching them in the face.
Slowly to their accommodation.
I think it's for cleaning Croc's teeth.
Secret any longer. Two old friends coming to the pond.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started about the idea of trying to cure Killer Croc. He's got some serious issues that mental health
You
are
mean
not
aside
gonna
from
help
being
with.
a giant crocodile man?
Yeah, that bit. So I think the so Babs Joker shows up at Babs' apartment, and he shoots her,
Pediatric evaluation and rehabilitation.
and he takes off her clothes and takes a bunch of pictures of her in various states of undress. And
Oh,
you're
I
like,
was sure that's where as he rapes her.
because it is Alan Moore, that is probably a good assumption to make.
He is kind of on the rapey side.
Both he and Frank Miller are sort of like 0 to rape in 30 seconds, much like Danny Boyle. Good job, team.
Cash, what happened?
There was an alarm in medical. I heard someone shouting and found the doc lying on the floor. When I went to help him, the room was flooded with gas. These doors locked down. We can't get out. Don't know how long we can last.
How brave. Let's give Mr. Cash a great big hand. He could use one.
You'll be laughing out of your butt when I get out of here.
Like not home. Just messing with
I like him. He's spunky.
Wait to shoot her in the face.
Leave it, Cash. Can you control the
He's
ventilation
super
system in
spunky.
there?
Right. There's no road. He just needs no hand. You gotta help us. If you can clear the gas out of the room, the doc and me can get out of here.
Going through ducks. Going through ducks.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this game is in ducks, which just feeds more of the image of Batman trying to take down some supervillain in a duck, just like, oh, I'm gonna murder the crap out of him when I get out of here.
A lot of crouching.
Okay, what am I trying to get to? If I can make that glide? I'm not confident. Nope.
Oh, death and pain. Death and pain.
Oh.
It's always right beneath your feet.
It's better than the remote control Batarangs in the second game.
Oh. Now who's getting ahead of themselves?
I'm allowed to make fun of the Batarangs.
Oh, you
Those
did it
things are-
anyway. Huh.
I'm supposed to jump to that ledge.
Oh.
I just didn't deploy my cape by accident. Come on, game.
So yeah, so it gets very rapey. Although I would honestly argue that as far as crimes go for the Joker, I don't think rape is really a go-to thing. Oh, that was mean. I think you definitely killed a guy.
Okay, that's my other issue.
I
with
think
this
Batman definitely just killed a guy. I don't think
That's
you should
my-
be allowed to do that.
That is my other comment with this game. I'm pretty sure, at least on a couple occasions, I kill someone.
Oh, so Batman... So, I mean, that was way more in keeping with the, So Batman just said to us, I can't let that guy die. There we go. Yay. Just because I don't know if Joker would find rape funny enough to really rock that. I think there are plenty of Batman villains who would find it funny. I just don't know if Joker would.
There is the unofficial, official sequel, I guess, whatever you want to call it, to... I'll let this play.
I'd like to talk about your childhood.
Miserable. Next.
By all accounts, that is where your fascination with riddles began. I believe discussing those years could explain your compulsive behavior.
Very well. My father hated me. Always called me a moron. I was determined to prove him wrong, so I entered a contest in school. A $20 prize to the kid who could figure out an almost impossible logic problem. I won, of course.
And that pleased your father?
Hardly. He was convinced I had cheated. He kept yelling, "You must have cheated! Admit it, you moron! You cheated!" I swore I didn't. And he hit me for lying.
I'm sorry to hear that, Edward.
Don't be. He was right.
I shouldn't have left intensive treatment. I would have made sure that freak stayed where he belonged.
Okay.
They will explain the fact that they didn't write a scene for the Doctor because he is coughing a lot.
All right.